One thing that depressed people need to know is there is no magic words that is gonna cure depression. When it comes to therapy, it's to help you help yourself. They just give out the resources to help you help yourself, and it's up to you if you want to use them to help yourself. Like people say nothing works, nothing helps depression. That's because you're too lazy to even try to even work on your depression. And even if you did, you were pretty skeptical of these treatments. Like you think that it's just a quick fix, but it takes time. You got to work to be happy. I'm not talking about I'm not specifically talking about a job. I'm talking about metaphorically. Like you got to work to be happy. It's a consistent thing. Happiness doesn't come to you. When you do not do anything to make yourself happy, you you just stay miserable. You just depressed. Like how do I say this? The reason why showing gratitude does not help is because you weren't how do I say this? You weren't you weren't consistent with it. Like when it comes to working to be happy, you got to be consistent with these treatments. You got to be consistent with being grateful for for what you have. You got to be consistent with therapy. You got to be consistent with enjoying positive things. You got to be consistent when it comes to focusing on your hobbies or writing things down or something like that. You got to work to be happy. Happiness does not come so easy. Like these people who went from being depressed, from being the most happiest, positive people alive, they got to work for that. And they got to keep working to remain happy. Because if they don't do nothing about it, if they don't do nothing about their depression, then it's just going to stay there. You got to work to be happy. You got to be consistent. You got to be disciplined. Exercise, drink more water, take care of yourself. Like at least little by little. Find something that you enjoy do what you like. People like to say, like, I get that depression is really sad. You probably depressed because of what happened in the past, and your feelings are really valid. Your feelings are valid, but just know that if you want to get rid of it, you gotta work to get rid of it. People who have jobs, who have their dream jobs, and they are happy there, they gotta work to be happy at their dream jobs. I'm not talking about work at their job. I'm talking about find what they can do to make their job fun. Like you gotta take fun seriously. Like create a game out of the work that you do or something like that, or create a mood and an or some kind of aesthetic when it comes to working at your dream job. It You got to find some way to make it fun, whether it's the little things or the big things. You got to make it fun, and you got to be consistent with it, because if you're not consistent with it, you're going to remain depressed. You will not be happy at your dream job. You will not be happy anywhere you go. Life is going to suck. I know it's hard, but the reason why none of uh those methods to cure depression don't work is because you just skim through it. You either skim through it, not even trying to do it, not even trying to use these, just assuming that it doesn't work, or you did try it but you just rage quit completely immediately, and you started saying like, nah, it ain't gonna work, it ain't gonna work. It takes time. It takes time, it takes discipline. You gotta work to be happy. So yeah. So whenever you want to be happy or not, it's completely up to you. Do you want to how do I say this? Do you want to be disciplined to keep working on your happiness every day? Or do you want to be, or do you just want to complain all the time about how bad depression is, how bad your anxiety and all that, and then just sit there and just not do anything about it? Would you rather, like, you decide, your happiness is up to you. It takes more than a fake smile. Like, it takes more than a smile for you to be happy. Like, you gotta do things that make you happy. Fake smiles is not gonna cut it. Memes do the trick, but at the same time, like, motivational entertainment does better than just any meme. It's not your fault that you're depressed, but it is your fault if you stay depressed.